Oh man, I gotta clean this lens. 1 minute. Okay, hello everyone. Riley's gone spearfishing today and it's just me and Lenny at home. I'm just watching him bounce now, having my first coffee for the day, and I thought I'd make a video for you guys because I haven't in a while. I've been putting a lot of work into the other channel, and if you guys have seen that lately, you'll see we recently just hit 700,000 subscribers and then more, and we're just kind of, yeah, on a roll right now, so we're working really hard and all my energy has been put into that channel, so that's why I haven't had time for my La Vagabond Mum channel as much as I would love to just spam you guys with all the things La Vagabond Mum. It does take time to edit them and get them up online and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm here today and I wanted to share all the stuff that we've bought on board for Lenny. A lot of you have asked like what are the essential items, and you'll like this. We've kept it to like the bare minimum that we think you need for a baby under a year old. So I'm going to share those items with you. I'd also love some feedback from you guys because, yeah, like I think I've said, like this is my first kid and this is just what works for us, but maybe there's something I'm missing, like an essential item that I'm missing. First item is going to be the Jolly Jumper, you guys. This thing is an absolute lifesaver. Like, my mum made me get one of these when we were in Adelaide. She's like, Elayna, you need a Jolly Jumper. So Jolly Jumper is the brand. This one's actually a Jumping Joey, but I just keep calling it a Jolly Jumper because I think that's the more popular one. They're really like compact. We take it in our suitcase when we go off the boat, which isn't often, but it fits in your suitcase really nicely in that little spring there. We just tie a rope to the spring and then a rope to whatever's hanging that's strong in a house or someone's backyard, and that gives me hands-free time because if I don't have that, or the carrier, which is the next item I'll share with you, Lenny just does not want to be put down. He hates it. So, and you'll see by that bounce, we actually have his life jacket hanging up on the side of the door here because sometimes he just bounces like crazy and he bounces like all over the place. So yeah, there's a chance he could hit his head on that side of the door. So we've just put that really thick life jacket there, and that does the trick. So in here is where we keep the baby carrier. So this is the Infantino baby carrier. We actually experimented with a few baby carriers when Lenny was real little. I went a little bit crazy on Instagram. Instagram makes you think that like these beautiful ring slings and the stretchy slings are like really practical, but in my opinion I don't think they are, especially when you're traveling. Just the fact that I can clip that on real fast, put the straps over my shoulders, clip it in the back, put Lenny in, put his legs through, and he's clipped in and secure. The ring sling and the other sling, just the stretchy sling that you kind of have to wrap around you a number of times and around your back. That takes a while to prepare all of that and to get the baby in and secure and tightened. It just takes too long in my opinion. These are $30. I think the most expensive is about $100, but this one was 30 bucks and it's like really well made in my opinion. Nothing's broken. Item number 3. Excuse me. So that's his Guzzy and Gus chair, and that's great because we can pop him there when we're having dinner and he can join us at the table. Also first thing in the morning I put him in there and feed him his mashed banana, and it also doubles up as like a get the kid in a safe place fast while we're sailing chair because it has straps, so you can strap him in and there's no chance he'll get out of there. If Riley and I both have to go outside to do something fast, I know he's safe in there, and that's what we're using at the moment. I've also seen other sailors use, some people have like bolted in bicycle chairs and stuff outside to put their kids in where they can see them, which I prefer. So I'd really like to install something like that outside, and I just want him to be outside too, watching us rather than having to sit in here all by himself for a few minutes. So I think that's the next thing, is installing another chair outside. But before Lenny could sit upright, we were actually putting him in this beautiful basket, which I'm going to show you. You guys probably seen photos and videos of it, but he's gotten just a bit too old for that now. He likes to sit up and look at things, and if he's not, he's screaming. So every time I put him in it now, he just screams. But he loved it for a long time, and it's just gorgeous. I'm actually really embarrassed to be showing you the state of Lenny's room right now. This is Lenny's room, everyone. Yep. Lenny's room is currently our junk room, I would say. It's not junk, like the amount of times we've come in here and tried to minimize what's in here is I can't even count how many times. And like, this is just what we need on the boat. We've got tripods, my guitar lives in here, the cushions from outside, my recording gear for my guitar, all Lenny's clothes, his formula's in here, all the bedding's in here for the whole house, Riley's tools under the bed, because we have to kind of keep that back room free for when we have guests. So poor Lenny, no, he doesn't know at the moment. I don't feel so bad. But at some stage, Lenny is going to have this room and we're going to have to make this stuff disappear. Anyway, the basket. Actually, have you seen Lenny's wardrobe? It's just like mine. I can't keep anything folded. I'm the worst person when it comes to folding clothes. I just can't do it. I stick to it for about 2 weeks and I'm really proud of my beautiful wardrobe, and then the first thing goes in there that's unfolded, and the second thing, and then my mind just thinks, oh well, it's already messy, you may as well just keep doing this, and then it just ends up an absolute disaster. So mine and Lenny's wardrobes are nightmares. I'm super embarrassed to tell you guys that, but that is the truth. Look. Why can't I keep... The back stuff's folded. You'll see where I got started. Come on, show me something folded. Yeah! There we go. There's hope, people. Anyway, the basket. This is a beautiful basket. I'm just going to take it out so I can show it to you. So the basket's by a brand, Design Doer, and I absolutely love it. We were carrying Lenny around in here when he was asleep. The handles are really strong, it's really well made. They also make changing baskets as well, but we didn't really feel like we needed a changing table on board. With the basket, we were using that mostly. There's a huge moth flying around. Huge. You see that? We were just using the basket during the day while we were sailing so that Lenny could sleep in it up here with us where we could see him. And during the night, Lenny has always, since birth, slept right next to me. I know a lot of people don't like that, but actually a lot of cultures are sleeping right next to their children. From the beginning, that just felt so right for Lenny and I. He's always wanted to be close to my chest. But he's getting a bit older now, and I'd actually really love to start putting him into his own bed whenever we clear that bed. I need to make that a priority. But at the moment, Lenny and I are having a sick time. We sleep down there in our bed. And for those of you who maybe don't feel comfortable sleeping right next to the baby, I also bought this. It's a Snuggle Me Organic, and it's kind of like a pillow where they sink into the middle of it. And they can sleep right next to you and they can't roll or anything. Nappies, which a lot of you guys have asked me about how we're dealing with the nappy situation. And I wanted to show you the gigantic bag of cloth nappies that we bought and experimented with. We were really determined to make cloth nappies our thing, and we trialed it for a few weeks. But as you guys know, we don't have a washing machine on board, so that was our first obstacle we had to overcome, and the solution to that we thought was washing them all in the shower each night and hanging them out. You've probably seen us wash our clothes in the shower. Usually we just stamp on them and use like the sponge we clean ourselves with to kind of scrub the clothing, and like we leave it in there for a bit to soak, and then we come and rinse it out and hang it out on the line. With nappies, it doesn't really work. They're just never quite clean, so when you hang them out, it's kind of hit and miss which nappy is going to be clean the next day to use again. And we just found that we could not keep up. He was going through probably maybe eight or nine cloth nappies a day, and we just could not keep up with the amount we were having to wash and hang out and dry. And some days when you're sailing, you can't exactly leave the cloth nappies out on the line because it will just get sprayed with salt water, and then you have to wash them all again. Some days it rains. So anyway, I have a bag of cloth nappies that I'm going to get rid of, but for those of you who have washing machines, I would add that to the essential items list. I would definitely try use cloth nappies on a boat if you can. So at the moment we're using these bamboo nappies that don't take 500 years to break down, and we've recently just ran out of the bamboo nappies that we bought in America, so we're having to use the worst kind, which absolutely breaks my heart, but you can't do everything, I've learnt, and lesson learnt. I just need to really stock the boat. Cloth nappies, and if you can't do that, the bamboo nappies, because they're a much better alternative. Oh yeah, and we have these organic cotton onesies for babies, if you guys would like to grab one. Oh, do I get cuddles? Do I get cuddles? Oh, hi. If you feel like supporting the crew, you can grab one in the description as well. Stop talking, Mum. Stop talking, Mum. And he started pulling hair. I suppose the other things are how we bath him, feed him, and entertain him. He doesn't have a baby bath. We've just been bathing him in the bathroom downstairs, just in that sink. He looks really cute in it too. Sometimes, but most of the time, he just hops in the shower with us. And we swim a lot in the ocean, so we'll all go swimming and then come back and all have showers together. I guess blender would be an essential item for making baby food. I've been blending up pumpkin, sweet potato, carrots, avocado, pears. That's kind of all he's eating right now. And entertainment, I think you guys could help me out here. I'm really hesitant to buy him a bunch of plastic toys. In fact, he doesn't have any that we bought him, apart from this rattle that was given to us by our friend Hannah that Lenny just loved. He really loved the rattle. He doesn't really like stuffed toys. He's got a few of those. He's got a kangaroo and a koala, but he hasn't taken a liking to them. They're too boring for him. So if you guys have any suggestions for toys without plastic that he could play with, that'd be great. Let me know. I've just been putting pears, frozen pears, inside this cheesecloth because he's teething, as you know. And he loves it. Don't you, baby? You love frozen pear. Yeah. Lenny's just gone for a nap, so I'm gonna make some food. And I'm trying to think of what else we have on board. I guess I could show you our bag that we use for Lenny, which is definitely an essential item. And other than that, I think we've pretty much covered it all, you guys. Alright, I'm back. So this is our nappy / work bag. Inside this, in the big bit, we put nappies, wipes, sometimes a change of clothes, Lenny's formula, and any of my work stuff like a hard drive, charger, headphones. In the top bit, we usually put our wallets and phones, and in the back bit fits the laptop. So, and in this, there's two side things to put bottles for Lenny and a water bottle for us. So it's not the perfect bag, but it comes pretty close too. We've been on the hunt for the perfect bag for the past few years. You might have seen Riley. He bought a backpack recently that wasn't perfect and he's not super happy with it. But we had a win with this one. So everything I've mentioned, the link's in the description below if you'd like to have a look online for those. We actually, what's good about this backpack is it doesn't rust. That's a really common thing with backpacks. As soon as they hit salt water, the zips just seem to get jammed, but they've made these out of something different, which is awesome, and no rust so far. We did actually cut off the clips that clip in the flap bit. We cut them off because when you're in the dinghy, if you forgot to do the clips up, the flap would flick up and hit you in the back of the head, and the clips were so heavy that it felt like you were being bashed with like a screwdriver or something. Not that that's ever happened to me, but it was super painful and pretty dangerous. And lastly, you're gonna want a good life jacket. I got this from West Marine, but we don't really like this one. Lenny hates it. He feels like he's being suffocated because these bits are just around his neck. And yeah, anyway, that's all we have right now. We're waiting for Riley's mum to come because we ordered a new thinner, streamlined kind of one online, and she's gonna bring it. What else can I tell you? I hope you enjoyed that episode. I've got a few more things that I'd love to talk about in separate episodes as soon as I get the chance to film them, edit them and upload them for you. So hang in there, but in the meantime, we got videos pumping on our Sail on the Vagabond channel, so we will chat soon. Bye!